I'm going to crochet a poncho, and I'm using Barcelona loops and threads. I have 3 balls of 328 yards, but from what I understand, I'm only going to need about 370 for my size, which is, I'm going to do a size small. And I'm using, this is a bulky 5, as you can see right here. It calls for a 6 hook. Oh, good. I didn't want to use the 6.5, it's too big. Okay. I'm in luck. I happen to have a 6 right here. Okay, so I'm going to use this size 6 hook, and I'm going to see what I come up with. So if you'd like to follow along, let's get started. Okay, I wanted to explain to you how this is going to go. We're going to be working in a sequence, and we've already done the first 7 single crochets of that sequence. Then we're going to skip 1, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 7, and then 3 single crochets in the next chain, and then you're going to start over, and you're going to do that all the way around the chain until the last 15, where we're going to do something else. So what I've done is counted from my beginning stitch here 15 back, and I put a stitch marker in there just to remind me. So once again, after this original 7 single crochets, you're going to skip the next chain. You're going to do 7 more single crochets. Then you're going to single 3 in the next chain and continue all the way around until you get to your stitch marker right here. Okay, we've reached the stitch marker here, and I'm sure you've all noticed that we were making peaks and valleys. The 3 single crochets together made a peak, and the skip 1 made the valley. We have ended right here with 3 single crochets together, so we've ended on a peak. And now to finish it off, we're going to do 7 single crochets. We're going to skip 1, do a valley, and do 7 more single crochets. And then when we reach here, the end, we're going to single crochet in the joining chain, 1 single crochet in that joining chain, and then we're going to slip stitch to the very first single crochet, to join this round, and at that point we can start round 2. Now we're on round 2, and we're going to chain 2, and we're going to turn. Work on the opposite side, on the back side. We're going to follow another sequence, but this time we're going to be double crocheting instead of single crochet. So we are going to double crochet in that same stitch where we placed that chain. So we're going to double crochet right there. Now we're going to do our peaks and valleys again. We're going to do 7 double crochets down to the valley. We're going to skip 2 this time instead of 1. We're going to skip 2, work 7 doubles up to the top, and then we're going to double crochet 3 in the next stitch at the top, and then we're going to repeat. I wanted to show you what it looks like as you're moving along round 2. You're going to have your valleys and then your peaks with 3 in the peak. That's going to match up exactly with that center single crochet that you did in the previous row. That's where you're going to put your 3 double crochets, and then you're going to work 7 down to the valley, and then you're going to skip 2 right there, 7 up to the peak, and the 3 are going to go right in that center single crochet of the 3 from the previous round, and you're going to continue that all the way around the row. And then I will join you at the end to show you how to end that round. Okay, it's starting to look like something, isn't it? This is the end of round 2, and we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to slip stitch into the first one. Okay, I'm going to chain 2, and we're going to turn. After you chain 2 and turn, then you're going to double crochet in that same stitch, which is way back there. And these are actually going to count as your first stitch, okay? And then you continue with the pattern. You're going to do 7, skip 2, 7 doubles. In the center double of the 3 that you did in the previous round, you're going to put 3 more doubles, 7 down, skip 2, 7 up, 3 doubles, 7 doubles down, skip 2, 7 doubles up, 3 doubles in the center. Keep going like that for the next 2 rounds, and I will meet you at the end of round 4. Okay, if you're ever confused about where to place that first stitch, I mean, it happens, especially when you're doing all this turning and crazy stuff. Here's a tip. This is what I do. I know exactly where this is going to go. I know exactly where the 3 doubles are going to go, because they're going to go in the center double from the previous row. So I put a stitch marker there and I count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I know that I have to skip those 2, and then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting on the previous row, and then you know that this is where this stitch should have gone. You know you're in the right place. Okay, I hope that made sense to you, but that's just a little trick that I do to keep myself from doing an entire row in the wrong place and then having to rip it all out. Is anybody else getting really good at counting to 7 and 3? Oh my goodness. Okay, the next 3 rounds, rounds 5, 6, and 7 are going to be exactly the same thing. Just wanted to check in and see how you're all doing. Make sure you're on the right track, and then I will meet you at the end of round 7. Row 8 is a decrease row. So you're going to start the row the way we always do. I've already started it. You're going to chain 2 and turn and double in the same stitch, and then do 6 until you get to the valley. You're going to do this, what you always do, you're going to skip 2. And then you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doubles. This is where the change comes in. Right where those 3 double crochet are, in the center of the 3 double crochet of each previous row, you're always going to double crochet 3 in that center stitch. But in this row, in the decrease row, you're going to skip the first of those 3. You're going to skip that stitch, do your 3 double crochet in the same center stitch that you always do, and you're going to skip the next stitch. And then do 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochet. Brings you back to the valley, and you're going to skip 2 as usual. You're going to do 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brings you right back to those 3. Skip the first one, double crochet 3 in the center one, skip the next one, and do 6. So you're going to do this all the way around. On round 9, it's going to be a little bit different than round 8. And I want to explain it to you so you do it correctly. You're going to start the same as you always do. Chain 2, turn, double crochet in the same stitch. That's your first one. Then you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more double crochets to the valley. So that's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as usual. This is now 6 instead of 7. Skip those 2 in the valley. Then double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's where you need to pay attention. You're not going to skip anymore because you've already done that. So you're back to your 3. You're going to double crochet the 6th one in the first of the 3 together from the previous row. You're going to do 3 doubles in the center as usual. And then you're going to double crochet in the next one. And that's your first one of your 6. So that's your first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brings you back to the valley, skip 2. Do 6. 3 in the center. 6 to the valley, skip 2. All the way around the row. And do this for rows 9 and 10, and I'll come back at the end of row 10. Okay, I'm at the end of round 10, and I just wanted to show you that from the bottom, the peak, way down there, to the valley is approximately 6 inches. That's how my gauge is working out, and this is how it looks. Pretty nice. That's the bottom down there. That's going to be the bottom. Where we started is the bottom, the hem of your poncho, and then we are working up toward the neck. So I'm going to do one more round of this same thing that we did previously with the 6 stitches, okay, and then I will meet you for another decrease round. Okay, round 12 is another decrease row. I've already started. Start it the same way as always. Chain 2, turn it, double crochet in the same stitch. This time we're going to skip the next one because this is your first, and then this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're at the valley. We're going to skip 2 as usual. 1, 2, double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're back to those 3 again, just like that row where we decreased to 6, only now we're decreasing to 5. So we're going to skip this. I'm going to do 3 double crochets in that center double crochet. We're going to skip the next one, and then we're going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brings us back to the valley where we're going to skip 2. If you can hear my dog snoring, I apologize. That girl has to be here with me. She's a cute little Shih Tzu dog. She's little, but she snores like a bear, and she has to be in here, and she falls asleep every single time. Anyway, that's what you're hearing. So back to crochet. What we're doing all the way around this is a decrease, and you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's, let me get this down where you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to skip the first of the 3 in the previous row that are together. You're going to do 3 doubles in the center one. You're going to skip the next one, and then you're going to double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brings you back to the valley where you're going to skip 2 as normal, and then continue all the way around. Okay, we've completed the decrease round, and we are starting round 13. Same way as usual, chain 2, turn, double crochet in the same stitch, and then make 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 for a total of 5. You're at the valley, skip 2, and then double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are no longer skipping stitches. We did that in the previous row for our decrease. Now we're down to 5. So you're going to double crochet in the first of those 3 together. You're going to double crochet 3 in the center right there, and you're going to double crochet in this one that you previously had skipped, because you're going to do 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're at the valley where you skip 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 in the middle, 5 till you're in the valley again, skip 2, keep doing that all the way around. And we're going to do rounds 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 exactly like that. And I'll meet you at the end of round 17. Have fun. Okay, I've just completed round 17. I have used all of my first ball of yarn, and that was 328 yards. And right now I am measuring it at approximately 10 3/4 inches from the hem to the top. Okay, it looks pretty nice. and I will meet you in just a few minutes to show you the next round. Okay, round 18 is a decrease round, and we're going to decrease from 5 to 4. I've already chained 2 and turned my work, double crochet in the same stitch, skip this one, double 1, 2, and 3. Now actually what you have is your 4, because this one always counts as your first one. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to skip 2 in the valley as usual. 1, 2, double crochet 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now this brings you to the 3. Remember, on a decrease row, we skip the first one and we do 3 doubles in the center. So skip 1, 2, and 3. We skip this one, double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, brings you back to the valley. This is where I connected my new ball of yarn. Okay, so in the valley, skip 2, double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4. You're back here at the 3. Oops, I messed up. Didn't see, I missed a stitch. Here's 4 right here. See how you can tell when you get to those 3 stitches, if things aren't right, you'll know right away. Now we're at those 3 stitches. We're going to skip that one, and we're going to double 3 in here. And you're going to continue that all the way around to the beginning, and I'll meet you back at the other side. In round 19, we are working with 4 stitches. So I've already turned, chain 2, turn, double crochet in the same as the turning chain, and then 3 more, which made 4. We're at the valley, skip 2, double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, which brings you to the 3. This time you're not skipping like you did the last row. The last row was a decrease row, and now we're going to be double crocheting in every stitch again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 in the center, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 back to the valley, skip 2, always skip 2 in the valley, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 in the center one. Continue all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. Okay, round 20 is a decrease row. We're decreasing from 4 to 3. I've already begun. I chained 2, turned my work, put a double crochet in the same stitch, and then skipped the next one, double crocheted 2 more. That makes 3. This always counts as 1, 2, and 3. You're at the valley, skip 2, double crochet 3, and that places you at the 3 double crochets. You're going to skip the first one, place 3 double crochets in the center, skip the next one, double crochet 3, and you're back at the valley, skip 2, double crochet 3, you're back at the 3 again on the other peak, and you're going to skip 1, double crochet 3, skip the next one, and continue to the end of the row, and I'll meet you there. Okay, I've put it on my little mannequin here, and this is what it looks like so far after round 20. It's about 14 inches from top to bottom, and we are decreasing now, as you can see at the top, so that it can fit up around the neck. Okay, this is round 21. We have just decreased to 3, and I've already started round 21. You're going to find that I say row and round. It all means round, but it means the same thing, so just roll with it, okay? Okay, round 21. We're at 3 stitches, and I've already begun. This is chain 2 and turn, double crochet in the same stitch, and then 2 more. So that makes 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we have the valley where we skip 2, double crochet 1, 2, 3. We are not doing any more skips here in the peak for this row. So we're going to crochet in this one, in the first one, 3 double crochets in this one, 1 double in this one, 2, 3, and then we're back to the valley, skip 2, double crochet 1, 2, 3, double crochet 3 in the next one, and then keep going with 3. You're going to do that all the way around, and we're going to do this same thing with 3 stitches for 4 more rounds. So you're going to work round 21, 22, 23, and 24, and then I will see you at the end of round 24. Okay, I'm going to do a finishing stitch on round 25. I like the neckline where it is, and I'm going to finish it off. So we're going to do a crab stitch. So I chained 1 and turned, and I'm working on the right side, the outside of the project. So crab stitch is a backwards single crochet, basically. You're going to be working into the loops behind you. So you're going to insert the hook, pull up a loop, and pull it through. Insert the hook in the next one, pull up a loop, and finish it. Go into the next one, pull up a loop, pull it through. The next one, pull up a loop, go into the next one,